to the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show is where I go for the latest band info. So all around town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio Show. The All Around Town Radio.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the program. Hey, here we are. Welcome to the program. We'll be right back with you with our weekend update. And you've got a chance to tell us who you got to see play live local music this week as well. In the comments, drop them for us right now.
It's the Weekend Review. Top 5 coming for you. Speaking with the fans, sometimes they don't show well. Whatever, man. We're covering who's playing out off the open jam with the who's who of talent. Come Friday night, ready to raise some hell. With all around, you know, playing.
Oh, yeah. That is our theme song from Sweet Sister Mercy, the All Around Town Radio Show. Welcome on a Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Beautiful weekend. Looks like the last of the 80s for us, though. Maybe. You never know. The weatherman's always wrong. What's going on, kids? Let's see who's checking in here. Let's see who's on the old tote board today. Looks like Glenn checking in. How you been, Glenn? Good to see you with us. I haven't seen you in like years, it seems like. Yes. Am I going to see you on Sunday, Glenn? Kara in the house. Rob and Kara in the car driving through Kentucky. There we go. And what's going on? Thank you, Carla. Well, you know, I thought I'd wear my Can't Halen shirt today in honor of Eddie, you know, but just tragedy, man, that he's not with us anymore. Absolute tragedy. It is. Bob, are you in Key West? I see the palm tree. Are you in the Keys? I hope so. Yes, I hope so. Good stuff going on. What else is happening, people? How was your weekend? I'm trying to stall here to get some people on the damn show. Our viewership lately is in the tank. You know, they say it's run its course. Well, we're off course right now. Hopefully we'll get back on course. But yeah, it's been a little slim pickings, including Thursday's show, which was only 1,000 views, which that's very unusual for that show. So again, that's just for us to decide there. What's going on? Roger Dilt's in the house. What's up, Roger? Good to see you, brother. And yes. All right. Sure, Glenn. What else we got going, people? Anything? Welcome to All Around Town Radio. This is our Monday show. We call this our Backstage Hall Pass to Local Music and our weekend update on what we got to do local music-wise over the weekend. And Sean Cooper, I got to see Sean Cooper over the weekend. That was a plus. That was a bonus. A couple times, actually, I saw Sean this week. Carla, yes. Well, we'll see if it picks back up in the wintertime. If it doesn't, we just change gears, baby. That's how we do it. Yeah. We just change gears. And I start talking about food or something instead of music. Because I like to eat, too. So can you tell? Can you all tell? I like groceries. I hope so. Hey, welcome to your number one source for live local music, news, bands, venues, and more, and your home for everything music here at All Around Town Radio. Don't forget to hit the share button on our programming throughout the week and tell your music-loving friends about us so they can tune in and get their scoop. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Here's my good buddy, Edward Sawicki in the house. Hi, Ed. How are you? It's great celebrating your birthday. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. Sean. Yes, long live the king, Eddie Van Halen, man. Arguably the best guitarist of all time. Some people would argue about it, but I'm saying I think he was. That's Scott's opinion only. And if you don't like my opinion, have your own. It's that simple. Hi, Valerie. Carla, you're all right. Hey, don't laugh, Carla. I'm thinking maybe of I'm going to buy a motorhome and I'm going to travel the country to music festivals and eat along the way and just do a blog online from like that. It'll be like instead of diners, drive-ins, and dives, we'll do something like Fat Guys on the Road, you know, something to that effect. And Ed, he says, Ed, you're more than welcome. And you are a class act, my friend, and we love you. We love what you do for the music community. And Carla says she'll hitch that ride. Absolutely. Hop on the bus, Gus. That's what we're doing. Hi, Tim Osborne. How are you? Good to see you. All right, I got to get started. Let's start with our weekend. And you tell us your weekend. If you saw somebody play over the weekend, you didn't post it on our call for that on the page last night and or this morning, please drop it in the comments. Let me know who you saw over the weekend. And that's where we're at. Glenn said he'd watch me from the road. I think it'd be great. Just do a little studio in a motorhome and travel the country. It'd be good. Different music festivals and music venues and stuff like that. And Valerie says, has everyone heard the Rush News new tour? I'll believe it when I see it. I know they said it's going to happen, but, you know, so have a lot of groups. But I hope so. I would hope so. That would be awesome. All right, let's get going here, guys. Let's go back to Wednesday. Name that tune at Heather's. 26 teams this week. Good night there on the patio. It's it's on the downhill slide for the season. We've peaked, as they say, and we always do in July and August and those months. Actually, June, July, and August. But we had a great week this week with our regulars. We had some fun and enjoyed that at Heather's on the patio. We had a red round for the Reds, making it to the playoffs, songs that had red in the title and those kind of things. You can think of a lot of them, I'm sure. And that was a fun one, and had a great crowd there, as always, our usual family of Name That Tune players. And Ed says he'd be excited and would definitely see Rush. I would, too. I would. Hi, John Norcus from Crying Out Loud. Thank you for being with us today. All right, so I'm going to talk about Thursday. Thank you to Heather and her staff, by the way, for every Wednesday and giving me that residency there all summer long. It actually is from April to November, and just love working at Heather's and doing our thing there. It's just so much fun, and we've got a great family of players that we've built over 6 years, and it's always fun. It is. Name That Tune every Wednesday. You've still got time to catch a couple shows if you want to come in and enjoy it with us before the season's out. You know, it's sweatshirt weather. Wear a sweatshirt. It's under the tents on the patio, and by the championship round, which will be the second week of November, it'll be chilly, but it always is. It always is. Chris Thompson jumping in from Uncle Rico. What's up, Chris? Thank you for being here today. And welcome to the program, everybody. We're here with Backstage Hall Pass, our weekend update, as we like to call it. And I want to talk about Thursday. I want to get into Thursday here at length because I will tell you that it was an epic jam session at the Bell and the Bear. Mr. Ed Sawicki's birthday party, which was fantastic. Gosh, I got to give Colleen props on the cupcakes and the things that she made, those little delicacies that she did wonderfully. And probably the highlight of the night for me, besides presenting Ed with something I'll mention here in a minute, was watching Ed and Mrs. Sawicki cutting the rug, out there dancing to songs and having fun. It was good to see Ed let loose a little bit. He's always working, and he was working that night, still taking great photos, but on his birthday, which is why we gave Ed what we gave Ed. Ed was the third recipient of a lifetime here at Hall Around Town Radio of our Hall of Fame award, Support Local Music Hall of Fame award, for those who go above and beyond and go the extra mile for the local music community. And Ed has done more for promotion in this music community for bands and the photos. And there are people who live through Ed's pictures. In fact, I got a very nice message when that was posted on the Bells page from someone who is unfortunately handicapped and incapacitated many times and can't get out. and lives through Ed's pictures. And they said without Ed's pictures, they'd never know how good these events are. And I think that just says it all right there. And very nice to hear as well. So Ed's birthday party was a banner night. Had Dick Stewart from Doghouse filling in for Kevin Cooper, one of the normal hosts of the Jam. The regular other characters were there, including Jonathan Grooms, Kathy Laverde, Travis Hanna on drums, Jamie Combs playing guitar, Jim Cuesta on keyboard. And it was good. It was really good. And Bill said one of his favorite moments as well. My favorite of the night, watching him dance. It was. I just loved it. And I mean, I was very honored to present him with that plaque on the stage and that kind of thing. But and to have Karis up there too. It's not often the Hot Topic Tuesday squad makes the stage together. We will make the stage together next Sunday as well. Not this coming Sunday, but the next Sunday for Women Who Rock. I want to encourage all of you to go to that. And if you can't go to that, please find the QR code online. It'll be on our page. It'll be everywhere. And donate to it because every dollar gets matched. Yes, through the Barcata Fund and Brian and Kelly Peters, great people, matching all the dollars. Last year, $130,000 raised in one day to support the Women Helping Women group. And this year, also the YWCA, who allows folks to come in with their pets. And that's very important to Karis, as you all know. And when the women come in and need shelter and they may be in an abusive home or this or that, it's all part of that. So please give to that if you can. That is next Sunday. A lot of fundraisers going on this year right now. I'll be doing several over the weekend, as a matter of fact, coming up, including that one and one for the Pink Ribbon Good, which is formerly known as the Pink Ribbon Girls. They're nationwide now, and they're a great organization as well, who help people with female cancers and do a lot of great things. So I'm heavily involved this week, and I'll give you that schedule at the end of the show today, if you'd like. And please try to show up that day, though. There's over 80 artists going to sing, play, a lot of women, of course, and it's going to be epic, as always. I'll be your MC and host for the show, and I'd look forward to seeing you. If I haven't seen you before, please drop in and join us there for Women Who Rock next Sunday. But Bell and the Bear Jam, we had our host of characters up there singing, TJ in the house, as well as many other folks who just tore it up on the stage. Jonathan Grooms cracks me up too. He is just a great host when he's on the mic, and really does a good job there of pumping the crowd up and such. And they just had a great time. Our friends Chad and Heather were there. Got to hang out with them out on the patio for a bit. And Jim McCarthy, gosh, there was just a host of folks there in the house that night. And it's a place where musicians go to hang out with other musicians. And Tim from Barely Able was there, and he sang a song and did a great job. I got to see him sing his first one. I was gone, I think, for his second one. But really good stuff. And there's Jimmy Kilroy popping in with his lineup for the weekend. And Jimmy's a great music supporter, too. And that's wonderful. He said, back to Trillion, saw Joe Cole's band on Friday. Gee, your band smells terrific. That's a wonderful name, by the way, on Saturday. And first time seeing them, and they were terrific. Awesome. I love it, Jim. Thank you for supporting music like you do. And Jim's always flying our All Around Town shirts and hoodies and all those things. So thank you for that. And for those of you that are patiently waiting for that, I apologize. We are trying our best to get those printed. The company is overwhelmed right now with orders, and we're on the bottom of the pile right now, apparently. So we'll get there. We will, and watch for that to get posted on our page. But I want to thank Karis, and I want to thank Ed again, and the Jam crowd and all the people there who played that night, and we just enjoyed so much. And the Bell and the Bear is a magical place with wonderful music lovers, and we love that every Thursday night at the Jam, and on the weekends too when the bands are there. It's just a group of musically inclined people who love it. Absolutely. What's Jim McCarthy got to say? Jim says, hi, Jim. Cool haters, all around town radio people. Those are haters, aren't they? Kind of appropriate, isn't it? I think so. So let me move on though from the Thursday Jam. Just so much I could talk all night about the Jam, but y'all, if you've been there, you know. If you know, you know. if you haven't, you need to get there for sure. And get there for Women Who Rock next week, too. If you can, that'll be good. Friday night, had a chance to catch and hang out. Jim, it was great to hang with you as well that night, even though I sat on the patio way too long with you guys. Just going to say that. I'll just leave it at that. Angela Combs came north and played at Heather's on the patio Friday night. So I got to catch about the first set of Angela. And what's funny about Angela Combs and her band, they're fantastic. If you've never seen them, they're absolutely a remarkable group. And Angela has this amazing vocal ability to be raspy, bluesy, yet perfectly on pitch, do these vocal runs that are just fantastic. And Angela is just the real deal. And she's up there in my top women in the tri-state vocally. She's just one of those great people to hang around. Our friend Rob Olson, he's a solid music director of the band. I mean, Rob, if you know Rob too, he's going to play at Women Who Rock. And Rob is, he's an amazing individual, both on the stage and off the stage. And Rob does a great job of directing the band and timing and everything else there, and choosing songs and doing all those kind of things that Rob does well with Angela. And Rob's been a great addition to Angela Combs's band for real. You know, what irritates me a little bit is that people that haven't heard of a band, they'll look at a schedule and they'll say, or our list, and they'll say, oh, I've never heard of Angela Combs. I'm going to go somewhere else. You need to broaden your horizons, folks, because you're missing out. There were, you know, it was a heavy competition weekend for music. There's so many events, festivals, this and that compete with the bars and night spots. But Angela should have had not an empty seat, and that unfortunately didn't happen. And it was a good crowd. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like nobody there, but there are so many people who I've talked to and said, did you hear about Angela Combs, how good she is? No, I don't know anything about it. Well, go see these people. You might enjoy it. If you don't like it, leave in the next 10 minutes. There's another bar around the corner, you know, to go see music. But the crowd, everybody in that crowd that night who had never seen Angela, they all had the same remark to me. It got to be funny. It was, wow, they're good. Wow, they're fantastic. Wow. I got that wow a lot. And, you know, people know I do this. And when I go to Heather's, especially the crowd there, a lot of people in the crowd know who I am and what I do here. And not that I'm anybody special, but I do get people commenting about the music a lot to me and the sound and those kind of things. And it was just perfect. Everything that night was perfect. Beautiful night on the patio. Beautiful night for Angela Combs to be there. And everybody in the room they were like, this is great. Now, I've seen Angela a lot. You know, I've been to a lot of her shows and those kind of things. So I had a couple gigs to stop into that night. And I didn't stay the whole night, but had I not had anything else pressing, believe me, I would have stayed the whole night to hear Angela, because she's one of those people you can just sit and enjoy it. And Mike Richards wants to know if I'm a Lions fan. Why would you ask that, Mike Richards? Why would you ask that? Is there something in the background that would indicate that? I don't know. I am not a Lions fan. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm a Bengals fan, although I'm a sad fan most days for the Bengals. But yeah, there you go. Maybe you'll answer me to why you asked that. Carla said the point of watching the show and the value of the insight on the bands. Thank you. So yeah, Angela Combs, great crowd. Rob, great job. Of course, stand up, upright bass, awesome. Guy playing the cajon, good stuff. And I don't know his name. I'm sorry. I really apologize for that. If you know his name, drop it in there for real. And Ed says Angela definitely elicits that response. I had the same response for Crown Watts and Blue Ash on Saturday. Yeah, people that have never seen these bands are just wowed by it. They are. They really are. And yeah, good to see you, Carlos. Angela Combs is great. She's an amazing vocalist. And you know, when I've seen her, she's going to be at Women Who Rock as well, and it's going to be a great headline thing. And What's that? All right, Mike, we'll get to that. Hi, Heather. How are you? Thank you for stopping by, Heather. It was great to see you on Thursday. I mentioned you guys a minute ago. Got to see you there. It was great to sit with you and enjoy an evening of music for real. Let me get on with Angela Combs, though. Powerful blues driven voice. If you haven't heard her, guys, look her up. And it's Angela Combs Music on Facebook, and look her up, like her page, and go see this band. And she and Rob play a duo a lot, and that's a good one too. I mean, you'll enjoy that. The full band's great. The duo is wonderful as well. And Glenn says, and if people like Angela Combs, they should go to the Queen City Blues Festival at the Blue Note on the 25th. Great lineup, artists. Yeah, I think they're going to be on the show, actually, and do a Wednesday with the band prior to that. We're going to talk about that. But yes. And thank you. Kanan Shank plays the bass for Angela Combs. Yeah, I don't know who the cajon player is. I don't know who that was, but, and Gina says she's amazing. And you put the Crimson Sisters together, Gina McCann and Angela Combs, and then you get twice the fun. Twice the fun. Absolutely twice the fun. But that was our Friday part 1. Let me get to Friday part 2 right now. Our friends from Last Call. Last Call. Can I say that? Yes, Last Call. Not the last call for alcohol. No. And it is called Last Call. They are a wonderful band. I cannot say enough about Chris, Dave, Evan, and Kelly. These guys bring a smile to my face every time I go to their show. They are an amazing band with top shelf vocals, and they do all those harmony songs from the yacht rock era. And gosh, I let me just give you some of the songs here before I talk too much about them. And I'm going to try to get through this today, but songs like Take It Easy, Summer Breeze, Can't Get It Out of My Head, Ventura Highway, Sailing, Christopher Cross, awesome. Lonesome Loser, Thunder Island, Jay Ferguson, Southern Cross, Band on the Run, Dancing in the Moonlight, Sexy Eyes, Ride Like the Wind, Miss You, one of my favorite bands of all time, Little River Band, Reminiscing, Jesus Is Just All Right, Sergeant Pepper's, Don't Bring Me Down, Sail On, Commodores, Listen to the Music, the Doobies, and then Big Shot, Still Rock and Roll to Me, Just What I Needed, Men at Work, Overkill, Cool Change, LRB again, American Girl, Want You to Want Me, Fat Bottom Girls, Let's Get It On, Lady, Seven Bridges Road, Long Train Running, Baby Come Back, Renegade, Heartache Tonight, Mr. Brightside, Jesse's Girl, Blister in the Sun, just to name a few. How about that, people? What a great group. Carlos says, Last Call are my dudes. Last Call is fantastic. Fantastic. And yes, Gina, you are double trouble when it's you and Angela. For real. For real. For real. Say that all in one word, for real. So if I heard it once that night, I heard it 50 times. These guys are so good. Those are always new people. You can tell a newbie. And yes. And I agree, Carlos. David Linda, his harmonies with Chris complement each other so well. And then Evan as well. I mean, it's just fantastic. And yes, what Carlos say here, Last Call takes on some of the best songs. They do. And David, I love you, man. Thanks for being here. Didn't know you were out there, but thank you for being with us. And yeah, they do relatable songs that people like to sing along with. You heard the list and just kill it. And let me tell you, the crowd Friday night at Mr. Burroughs Tavern was off the hook. They were having a party. Let me tell you, it was a great time. And not a seat in the place, standing room only. And, it's not a huge place, obviously, but it's big enough. And anytime Last Call plays there, or, they play at, O'Leary's and places like that a lot. And it's always a huge crowd. I got to see him at O'Leary's a few weeks ago. And I will always be there, and people get mad at me and say, why didn't you come to our show? You've seen that band 10 times. I like that band. And I do go to new bands. I do. And I'll talk about one next here in just a minute. And Glenn said, you've made me a fan of Last Call. Well, Glenn, I know how much you like Little River Band, and these guys do it spot on. You would sit there and say, this is really good. And I know you're a Little River Band connoisseur. Yeah, you'd say this is awesome. So check them out. You have to come up some night when they're up here, Glenn, and enjoy a night of music with me there with them. We'd have a good time. And I do want to thank them all the people at Mr. Burroughs for the great hospitality always. Posted pictures today if you haven't seen them, and I will give you my disclaimer. I'm no Ed Sawicki. I'm an amateur photographer with my iPhone, and I just shoot what I see and don't edit and do a whole lot with it. So there you have it. And Carla says, got to look them up immediately after the show. Please go to their page, like their page. And David's telling you, come out. Glenn doesn't drink, but he doesn't drink, but you can buy him a Diet Pepsi or something. But Glenn is a great supporter. If he's in your corner, you're getting a great music support out of him, for real. So yeah, that's where we were with Friday night. Thank you to Last Call. Last Call, the people that go see Last Call too are fun to be around. They're just a good time. So that was our second half of Friday night. Let me go to Saturday real quick. Saw a new band called Scandalous on their debut. At Heather's on the patio Saturday night. And I did stay very close to home. Friday night, honestly, I wanted to go to the Madison Theater and see the blues, the Women from Beale Street Blues show, but I have an injured doggy and I can't go that far. So I have to be close to home so I can run and check on him and all that. So I didn't drive to Cincinnati and get hung up in the traffic for an hour or so. But I did hear great things about that show, by the way. Saturday, Scandalous. Christian Michael's doing a great job on sound. Had the mix perfect. However, he was struggling with the stage volume. And I'm just going to say that very loud. A lot of comments in the crowd about it being very loud. And because he was trying to overcome, I just believe the guitar is the way it looked to me. But neither here nor there. That is not my issue. Obviously the venue issue and the band's issue, but take note of that sometimes when the stage volume is so high that the vocals have to get super loud, then it's loud to the crowd. And when you look out into an audience and you see everybody sitting on the perimeter of a big giant patio and not up front where your speakers are, there may be a reason for that. Could be. So just keep that in mind. Good songs, great vocals, good musicianship. It's a very new band. So check them out. They've been playing a little bit here and there, but check them out. Called Scandalous Band. That's Scandalous. Scandalous Band. I got to hear a few songs out of the first set with them. Did a great job. I mean, they're a good band. Very good. And don't take what I say. I mean, sound. I'm a sound snob. You know I am. So sometimes I will critique the sound a little bit. And I know their sound man very well. He does a great job. He's a musician himself, so he knows the power of good sound and did a good job of mixing. The mix was perfect. It was just having to overcome some loud stage volume, and that can be solved sometimes by just putting something out in front, a little shield and things like that to kill some of that loudness in the crowd. And Heather's is notorious too for the snare hits and the cymbals because they rocket across that tent, and they'll definitely be loud at times. So yeah, Scandalous. Find them on Facebook, Scandalous Band, and give them a like, give them a follow, and see what you can do. And if you're out there, guys, please say hi today. I'd love to hear from you. Just a little reminder: Women Who Rock on the show on Wednesday at noon. We may have some special guests with us. You'll want to watch that one. We're going to talk about the whole event for next Sunday. I want to get to Saturday night. Another epic night right up the road at Mr. Burroughs Tavern again. It was a Heather's Burrow weekend. And Uncle Rico. Can't say enough about these guys either. Jimmy, Jay, Bob, Chris, John. Fantastic job. One of the most entertaining bands you'll see in the tri-state, guys. I'm telling you, Jim Bodish is a showman. He's a character. He's funny. He's very audience motivated, extremely connected with the crowd, and just does a wonderful job of bringing it to the stage. And just, he's quirky fun. I mean, sometimes he is. It's just fun. Solid band, too. I mean, Jay Grant playing guitar. If you know Jay Grant, you know he's playing in many different bands, including Half-Life, which is a wonderful band. Bob is a great bass player and a good guy, really good guy. Chris Reynolds, I'm sorry, not Chris Reynolds, Chris Thompson. I was just talking about Chris Reynolds and his vocals. Chris Thompson on drums. He did a little song for me. I'll talk about it in a minute. And John Hay, all I know is him as is the Hey Kids from back in the day. But John Hay, the music professor on the keyboards, doing a great job as well. So they're a party in themselves. I have a set list to talk to you about real quick, and we're going to get through that, and then we'll talk about a couple more things. But I want to talk about first set. They kick it off with Royals, Crazy, Ramble On, Dance Hall Days, Don't You Forget About Me, Always Something There to Remind Me, Pretty Vegas, Addicted to Love, Never Tear Us Apart, Superstition, Sweet Emotion, Under Pressure, Come Together, Some Kind of Wonderful, 99 Red Balloons, New Sensation, Der Kommissar, we went German all the way there. Short Skirt, Long Jacket, that's one of my favorites they do. They really kill it, do a great job of it. And Carlos said Jim is a true front. He is. If you put front man in the dictionary with a picture, it'd have Jim Bodish next to it because he really knows how to entertain. Just Like Heaven, Wholehearted, like that one as well. And then in the second set, Beer Never Broke My Heart, Seven Nation Army, another one, Bites the Dust, Personal Jesus, Epic, Jump Around, and Wishing Well, all mashed up together. Tennessee Whiskey, Fooled Around and Fell in Love, one of my favorite songs of all time, Elvin Bishop. Love that one. Thanks for doing that, fellas. Boogie Shoes, Word Up. That's a good one with them. My Own Worst Enemy, Paralyzer, Dirty Little Secret. I got to pick some songs at the end. They allowed me to they played basically karaoke roulette with me and let me pick their songs. And yes, My Own Worst Enemy, Dirty Little Secret was in there. Sexy Back was in there. Mr. Brightside was in there. They also do songs like Unskinny Bop, Funky Music, play that funky music, 500 Miles, Melt With You, Paralyzers, just to name a few. And that's Uncle Rico's set list, guys. So if you haven't seen them, yes. We are not discussing the life of a showgirl, Devin. We're discussing the life of a band we should have at Springfest called Uncle Rico. I'm telling you, you need to go see him, Devin. You'd love him. You would. What's Bill got to say here? Women from Beale Street, Madison Live. It was so great. Yeah, that was cool. And I was honored to have him on the show on that Wednesday, Bill. I wish I could have made that, but I did live through your videos again. For real. Look them up, Devin Douglas. Look them up. They are fun. It's a good set list, too. A good crowd appeal. Let's see. Love that song, too. Fooled Around and Fell in Love. It's a great song. It is. So can I just say Uncle Rico brought it to the house on Saturday at Mr. Burroughs again. Great party. Great friends. Benny Bodine was in the house. I got a picture on our page. Go look at it of Benny Bodine and Jay Grant. They did not prepare for this or plan. Benny Bodine plays in Next to Nowhere, and he also plays solo act Benny Bodine. And he and Jay Grant look like twins, from the black Chuck Taylors to the black V-neck shirt They look great. They did. Check out that picture on the page. It's really fun. It's captioned twinning. It is. What's Glenn saying? Killing me with all this great music. I know it's hard to be everywhere. And that's what's cool about my life is I get to see all these great bands and go tell you about them on Monday. I do want to real quick throw in there for the last minute or so. And thank you again to the boys, Jimmy, Jay, Bob, Chris, John, and Uncle Rico. Thank you so much. Wonderful night I needed in my life on a Saturday. So thank you so much for giving us the fun and bringing it to Mr. Burroughs Tavern. Sunday, I ran down to Spring Valley, Ohio. They had the Tater Festival going on. I went to the Tater Festival, and I was at the Tater Festival and got to see the Beaver Creek School of Rock. These kids were awesome. They were playing Led Zeppelin and stuff like that. And I ran into my buddy Rob D'Agostino there, who was hosting the event, and he was the MC for it. And it's a 2-day festival and all that, or 3-day festival, I'm sorry. And they have bands all weekend. Well, the School of Rock from Beaver Creek is just kind of getting started. I mean, they've been around a while, but they're just getting started with playing out and doing all that. And they did a really good job. And the covers of Zeppelin and such that they did really had a crowd there watching them. And, you know, festival crowd, people are running around eating kettle corn, and they're eating, gosh, they called it a potato sundae. I saw one. It's like a giant baked potato with everything you could imagine on top of it. Not ice cream either, like sour cream and olives. And it's like it was like a salad on a potato. But good stuff. School of Rock. Thank you, Beaver Creek School of Rock. It was a surprise. Got to see them and enjoy it, and enjoy a little time walking around, seeing the sights of Spring Valley, Ohio. If you've never been to Slim's Bar down in Spring Valley, go. It's a good time. You talk about a neat little neighborhood place down there in the heart of old Spring Valley, Ohio. Good stuff. So that's about all we got for our report. I do want to let you know that tomorrow, Hot Topic Tuesday with Karis, and then that is happening. And Wednesday with the band, it's Women Who Rock. And we're going to have at least Karis and Kathy Laverde on and some special guests. So join us for that one on Wednesday at noon. If you can't watch at noon, you can always watch it after the fact on our page. Nan, I'm glad you got to see Stranger again. I'd like to know how many shows you've done with Stranger. I'd like to know that. I bet is in the thousands. I'm just going to say. Chris Thompson, thank you. And I didn't mention, I should mention, though, that Chris sang a little song by Prince for me that I requested. And I will just call it Kitty Control. All right. Kitty as in meow. Kitty Control. And Jim sings the lead, but Chris sings the backup high end part. And it's just wonderful. So from here on out, he's known as the Kitty Control guy forever. That's his shtick. It's great. Hey, and if you want your musical act guys featured on our Thursday show, the Who's Playing Out list, the one that nobody's watching anymore, I'm just going to say it, but we're trying. The Who's Playing Out list, please send them to us via Facebook Messenger, or you can ask me to be part of one of our 4 groups that submit to us. We have one group that is for venues and the rest 3 different groups for musicians. And you can send your gigs to us and we'll mention them on the Thursday show and where you're playing for the week and all that good stuff. Love you, Chris. Anything for me, you know. And if you ask me a request, you know what you're getting. Yes, Kitty Control. And that's what I'll say to keep from getting kicked off of Facebook today. Yes, for real. Thank you, Jimmy Kilroy. Thank you, Glenn. And thanks, everybody, for being with us today. Hope you had a good time with us here. We had a great time with you. And remember, our motto here at All Around Town Radio is get out and support live local music and the bands and venues that bring it to you, everybody. We will see you tomorrow, live at 5 with some joy and judgment and more F-bombs than you can shake a stick at right here. Join me. See you later. Have a nice night, everybody. That's right, Sean Cooper. Meow. Jimmy, I will see you on Sunday at the Bell and the Bear. I want to see everybody there for Women Who Rock, guys. For real. See ya.
Work your for the weekend. Then I wanna see a show.
The show.
I flip on the Book of Face.
Book of Face.
Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community with great advice.
Don't forget, everybody, the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of me today and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities they may represent. Thank you, Carlos. Love you, my friend. Oh, yeah. This show is brought to you by Heather's Cafe in beautiful Springboro, Ohio.
For the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio Show. The